Hello and welcome to my visual presentation. This is my case study part 2 intervention plan for a struggling learner that I completed for my Touro education program. A little overview, this intervention was created for a second grade student who attends a charter school in New York City whose name is Damani. Damani's been receiving special education since he was 3 years old. He does have a speech and language disability. Damani's IEP describes his disability as moderate to significant delays in the area of attending, expressive, receptive, and pragmatic language skills. He receives speech and language therapy twice per week. His disability does affect his ability to read and comprehend grade level texts, which is where the intervention plan comes in. Beginning with the initial baseline assessments, Damani received 2 different assessments. The first one is Fountas and Pinnell, which is a reading assessment that determines a student's independent and instructional reading level, as well as any issues that they may have with decoding, comprehension, and fluency as far as their reading rate. Damani was found to be at an independent level K, which is below grade level for the end of second grade. It was clear from his assessment that he struggles with decoding. He struggles with fluency, being able to break down multi-syllabic words. It was also evident that he does lack some confidence in his reading ability. He reads very slowly, looks to adults for support. The second assessment that Damani received was an informal reading inventory, which is a similar assessment, except for it also includes a listening comprehension portion. Damani was determined to be on a level 2-1, which is the beginning of second grade level. And this informal reading inventory shared similar results to the Fountas and Pinnell assessment. He struggled to break down unfamiliar words, spent a lot of time decoding, struggled with fluency, comprehension, and overall a low confidence in his reading ability. Based on these assessments, there were 3 essential reading needs that were identified that were most essential or most important to be addressed first in order to help him grow as a reader. The first was a phonological deficit. Damani, due to his disability, struggles with identifying different phonemes in words as well as manipulating those phonemes. This is really clear in how he tries to decode and break down words. Lots of insertions, deletions when trying to decode. The second need that was identified is a lack of ability to read sight words, high frequency words. Very few words was he able to read automatically, did he know by heart, which really slowed him down as far as his fluency goes. He would break down and try to decode very small, simple words that a second grader should be able to read automatically. Third and finally, he was definitely showing a need for some fluency instruction and fluency practice. He reads very slowly, one word at a time, lacks most phrasing, and really just attempting to break down every single word just really slows him down and makes it so that he's unable to comprehend what he's reading. So his intervention was structured around those different reading needs. His intervention is based on a 5-day week. broken down each day into 4 blocks. The total of his reading intervention would take anywhere from 50 to 60 minutes. Just an overview of the intervention, block 1 would be focused on onset and rhyme practice. This would be approximately 15 minutes daily, where Damani would be introduced to either an onset or a rhyme. He would spend 2 days learning about that onset or rhyme, practicing it, using activities with it, using it to read words. After that 15-minute block, he'll move on to block 2, which is a sight word practice. This will only be about 5 to 10 minutes each day with a focus on 10 new words each week. Damani will engage with flashcards, as well as more tactile sight word practice each day until he is able to increase his number of sight words that he can read automatically. Block 3 is a guided reading as well as independent reading time. This is quite possibly the most important of the 3 blocks. This is where Damani will actually have a chance to implement what he is learning in a more authentic context. So the first 25 minutes will be a guided reading with his teacher, where he will practice reading words using the onsets and the onset or rhyme that he's learning in actual texts. He'll be provided feedback and scaffolding as needed. This block will end with about 10 to 15 minutes of independent reading. The final block is a fluency practice block where Damani will spend approximately 5 to 10 minutes using repeated readings or tape-assisted readings to help him practice and improve his fluency. Just to go into a little more depth, the first block, onset and rhyme, this intervention was specifically chosen because Damani has such a hard time identifying and decoding words based on phonemes. So this intervention will help him learn how to, instead of decoding words phoneme by phoneme, he can use the onset of a word and the rhyme of a word to recognize or to decode, hopefully, more words based on those larger chunks to help him be able to read quicker and more efficiently. There's lots of research that backs up using onset and rhyme to help students that are struggling in reading, to help them be able to read words more quickly. Each week he will learn 2 either rhyme or onset patterns and practice them throughout the week. He will be adding each rhyme and onset to a rhyme wall in the classroom that he can visually refer to. There's going to be a variety of different ways that he will practice them, through writing, through reading, as well as some more fun hands-on activities such as a rhyme sort or slides that he can engage with in a more tactile way. Each day he will also be provided with practice using these rhyme patterns to actually decode and read. Here's just an example of a onset rhyme activity where he would be provided with an onset and some different rhymes that he can slide through to practice creating different words and identifying different words. This is a similar activity, but this is more of a sort where he will be sorting different words into categories based on their onsets or their rhymes. Block 2 each day, which again is a sight word practice. This is where Damani will, it'll be a short 5 to 10 minutes where he's going to hopefully increase the number of words that he can identify and read automatically, helping to increase his fluency as well as his confidence as a reader, so that as he's reading, when he sees words that he knows, he feels confident reading them without decoding, whereas right now he decodes even words that he does know by heart. he'll have 10 new words each week, and at the end of each week he'll have a short assessment determining